thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy, and silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck, everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep, don't give a fuck. Can't stop, unplug, feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy, gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it, I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret and frenemies. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots.
That's it. I'm gonna kick your ass. Then I'm gonna reenact kicking your ass. I'm not messing around. I have proven I can kick your ass.
Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up. I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
A slow
Surprise, motherfucker.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm
Hey!
life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait,
Surprise,
no,
motherfucker.
no shame. Wait, no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well, I just wanna be happy. How to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone.
Hey!
Work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome, but try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.
Hello!
I gotta go pee.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Smoke weed every day.
Well, it's time. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another NCDT production with your host, PoJ-Gamer. Of course, wait a minute, you guys know that would be me. As always, I want to give a big shout out to Poj-Arose for always being here every stream, the entire stream. Thank you so much, babe. I appreciate it. Shout out to RABBITDADDY69 and my sister for y'all support as well. Also want to give a big shout out to PoJ-GiZmO. Thank you for your support, dude. As always, guys, see what how it is, guys. Did you know about October 21st? We've got a couple of exciting things. I want to change this around here. Give me a second here. Let me find. That's your new UI interface. That's what it's going to look like. Love the intro to the game, so that's what we reason we've done that. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about what's coming in Black Ops 6. I want to change my thumbnail too. I changed that before, but change it now. Put my desk show back on. Also, we want to give a big shout out. Forgot about the shout outs. Shout out to Miss SoCal for actually being the first one in the chat. Also, want to give Miss SoCal a big shout out for the like and retweet. I do appreciate that, my dude. Shout out to Pool Cube. Shout out to RABBITDADDY69 for being second. Shout out to Pool being third. Appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. I'd appreciate it. I'll leave this text scroll. Where is it at? Timer up. Timer up. Timer. It's blending in a little bit, but you guys can see it, right? Let me MW3O. It is. I enjoy that intro so much, man. I really hope they don't change it, because I mean, Black Ops 6 is actually going to be the same thing here. Let me see if I can find the right thumbnail here, guys. Been a long time since I used the desk thumbnail here. I don't remember which one it was I was using. Have to look through them all to find the right one. Is that there? Give me one more minute here, guys. Do apologize for this. Should have had this done already. Guess we could use this one right here. We'll set it to that one. What we need to do is find our right one we use all the time and put it in, but this one will work for today. Alright. Starting from tomorrow, I'm going on vape. Ooh. They say vape's worse for you than anything, man. You really want to do that? Alright, so one of the other things we're going to do here is we're going to try to see. Yo, what up, DB? Yo. See if I can do this the easy way here. I want to be able to allow him to connect. Wendy? Oh, shit. How do I turn it on? I need to allow remote connection. What I'm trying to do is actually connect these two computers together so I can have it up on the web page here, but show it over here on the stream for you guys. Trying to get that set up now. Alright, let's see. Let's see when you're ready to select start settings, remote desktop, and turn on enabled remote desktop. Alright, so I gotta go to my settings. Should have had all this ready already, shouldn't I? I thought about it this morning as just before I don't want full screen. I don't want it. Why can't I move it? What the hell? Alright, Alright, so start settings, system, and where's system? There's system. And from there, your home edition does not support remote desktop. Okay, let's cancel that idea then, right? Okay, so we don't do remote desktop. Hurt your ears when it's windy real bad. You get bad allergies. Damn. That's a rip. Alright, so we're not going to be able to connect remote desktop. One version allows it, the other version doesn't. I really wanted to do it from here so I could sit looking at it this way. If we'll, the first thing we can talk about, let's see. Talking about Team Ricochet. Talk about that right. There it is. Yep, this one right here. Alright, says on Monday an update will introduce, actually look straight ahead so I can read it from this way. That on Monday an update will introduce the new Call of Duty interface and preload Call of Duty Black Ops 6 onto your system or onto your device. Download this pre-launch update to check out the new UI and be ready to play Black Ops 6 as soon as it releases. So Monday, the 21st, you guys, all of us, are going to be getting an update that basically installs Black Ops 6 on our system if you have pre-ordered it. That's an if you have pre-ordered it. I don't know what the UI is going to look like if you have not pre-ordered it. I don't even know if you're going to get an update. I have no clue. I don't know how that's going to work. But it states in here if you have pre-ordered it. So, if you've uninstalled Modern Warfare 3, whoops. If you were planning on playing Black Ops 6, but uninstalled all Modern Warfare, whoops. Wonder if you can delete what? Which one? What are you talking about? Which one do you want to delete? Not completely. No, I don't think so. Don't quote me on that yet. Let me read a little bit more. Now it did state, on most platforms, Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Warzone are separate downloads, offering more control over your files. Also here, greater file control. Keep the titles and individual modes that you're currently playing and uninstall the rest to free up storage space. So very possible. Don't quote me on this, please. Do not. I'm only reading what it states there. Yes, you should be able to uninstall or remove MWIII after the new UI. But again, don't hold me to that. If you've got high internet or you've got fast internet and you want to be the guinea pig after Monday and try it, or whatever, Tuesday, Wednesday, 25th is right around the corner. So if you want to be the guinea pig and try it, I know I'm probably not going to be playing it as much. Not saying I won't never play it again. I do like some custom games every now and then, playing against bots. And who knows, one day we might run across somebody that says, hey man, you know, I never did get so-and-so on Black Ops and on Modern Warfare 3. Could you help me get that? Sure, why not? Pick a time and a date and we'll load up and play it. If you ask me to play Modern Warfare on the 25th, 6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere in that neighborhood, you'll have to wait. You'll have to wait, because Black Ops 6 is out by the 25th, and I'm going to do my best to try to play it and learn it. The zombie side sounds, and that's pretty much all we're going to touch base on. Can be the risk. You can be the test, Jackrabbit. I feel comfortable that you're going to be able to uninstall it because of what it just said in that paragraph, or in that section right here, which is actually right here. Greater file control. Keep the titles and individual modes that you're currently playing and uninstall the rest to free up storage space. And it states it right here on their page that you should be able to do this. Now, launch dates are as shown here as well. October the 24th, not the 25th. Everybody's been hyped on the 25th, right? Well, here it's saying October the 24th. Everybody gets a launch. Xbox, PC, Microsoft, PlayStation, Battle.net, and Steam. October the 24th at 4 a.m., 11 p.m. Pacific time. Now, Battle.net, not sure what's going on there, but Battle.net don't get it till 9 a.m. 9 p.m. Pacific time. So those are the time frames. So in other words, it's not going to say as soon as 4 a.m. rolls around, everybody's going to start downloading. That's the process. Is each region is going to start. I guess so they don't clutter up and overload the download server. I don't know. I can't answer that one. But October 21st at 9 a.m. Pacific time, which is 1 p.m. my time. 3 hours difference, 9, 10, 11, 12, my bad. 12 noon. The download should start shortly after that or around that time frame for me. And then, of course, on October the 24th at 4 a.m., between 4 a.m. and 11 p.m. Pacific time. So 4 a.m. for me, starting at 7 a.m. all the way to wait a minute. That's the whole freaking day, guys. It's kind of weird how they're setting this out. It's like it's going to start launching at 4 a.m. and by 11 p.m. everybody should be playing by then. I mean, if I'm reading that wrong, correct me. But that's the way I'm reading it. Make the preload, as smooth as possible. People who pre-ordered Black Ops 6 and already have Call of Duty installed will receive the Black Ops 6 preload as an automatic update for their existing install, similar to the previous Call of Duty updates. What are they talking about? Preload, automatic. What the hell? Half the time we have to go in there and see if there's an update. Maybe with Microsoft behind this, we might can start getting updates before they're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? If they say the update's going to happen at 12 o'clock, it's not 5 o'clock when we get it. Hopefully it'll be previous, like they say. What up, Polar Plays? Polar Plays in the house. What's going on, man? Also, the download will be larger for players who already have Call of Duty installed. Okay. Players who pre-order Black Ops 6 but don't already have, okay, I'm going to make sure I read that correctly, but don't have Call of Duty installed can initiate the preload from their platform storefront. So if you didn't pre-order it, did pre-order it, but you don't have Call of Duty installed. So is it possibly going to be a separate one for this? Now that's a little confusing right now. If you have it pre-ordered, but you don't have Call of Duty installed, you can initiate the preload from your storefront. And also the download will be larger for players who already have Call of Duty installed, as they're getting the new UI and Black Ops 6 at the same time. Okay, I get it. If you don't have Call of Duty installed, you're going to get the basic Black Ops 6 full game. I get it now. I mean, let me try to put it out in my terms. If you don't have Call of Duty installed, you're going to get just Black Ops 6. If you have Call of Duty installed, you're going to get the new UI. Make sure that's actually working right here. A second. Yep. You'll get the new UI like we're seeing right here. But if you don't have Call of Duty installed, you'll get you'll get to download just Black Ops 6. That's the way I'm reading this right here. And then Call of Duty Warzone is a separate download. I need to go back to web. My bad. Warzone's always, I mean, pretty much from day 2, whatever. I'm not sure. It won't day 1. Once they started giving Warzone away free to everybody, free to play, then it became a separate download. And in every update, they would manage to uninstall your campaign, your multiplayer, and Warzone, just to give you an update. I really hope, I'm crossing my fingers to the point to where it's almost white knuckle crossing, if you get my drift, that Black Ops 6, when it launches and they start doing updates on it, it doesn't uninstall everything just to give us an update. Yeah, I'm not into Warzone anyway. They can go ahead and uninstall it. I probably won't put it back, but I'm not saying I won't never play it. We know what Warzone's full of. Multiplayer is going to be full of tryhards, sweats, and anything else that can slip through the cracks of Ricochet. And we do have a little bit on Ricochet that we're talking about. Let's see, today's Team Ricochet Progress Reports outlines a few updates coming to Project Call of Duty Black Ops 6 at launch, including updates arriving for Ricochet Anti-Cheat's kernel-level driver, valuable data the team received during Black Ops 6 beta, new machine learning behavior system focused on speed of detection, new machine learning detection model to analyze gameplay to combat aimbots, new internal metric to help us better track detection ability and progress, and finally, new mitigations implemented in Call of Duty Warzone. I wouldn't say it's an everyday thing I see, but it's pretty frequent that you see a new post on YouTube, new little video. Could be a short, could be somebody's 15 to 30 minute clip where they've experienced a cheater in the game that's just ruined their game. I know we've all seen it. We've all probably experienced some of those same cheaters that just ruin your game. Well, one of my complaints about it is the crossplay. Once you allowed crossplay, that opened the doors. Well, now they give us an option to turn that off. But now everybody has the ability to run these special keyboard and mouses, mice, I don't know how you want to say it. But they're able to run these special devices on their console that allows them to cheat from their keyboard and mouse. And it's keyboard and mouse. They're not going to detect anything other than the fact that they're running a keyboard and mouse. Stop the same bot shit. Crossplay is bad. Curse for Call of Duty. Yeah, definitely. I think they should have left it alone. I really think that's just my opinion again. I really think they should have left it alone. Call of Duty was fine without crossplay. People were having fun. PC servers were doing their thing. Console servers were doing their thing. And then you bring in crossplay into the mix. It's like throwing a monkey wrench into a fan blade that's running about 115 RPMs. Stop! Anyway, yeah, I really wish they hadn't done that. But anyway, we can't stop what they're doing. We can try to do something about it. We can say what we want to, do what we want, but it's not going to help. It's not going to change anything. All right, so let's see. Go back up to that. Yeah. However, players who do not have Call of Duty Warzone installed can still choose to download it alongside Black Ops 6 by selecting it in your platform's install manager. Players can also download Call of Duty Warzone at any point after their initial Black Ops 6 install from within the new Call of Duty user interface. We encourage players to download Call of Duty Warzone to get the most out of their Call of Duty experience and prepare for some exciting updates coming in Season 1 for Black Ops. There will be no impact to this change for players who already have Call of Duty Warzone installed. You will continue to receive game updates automatically as you have in the past. What are you talking about in the past? We don't receive updates. We have to go get the updates. Well, I don't know what they're talking about. They're on a different planet. I'm sorry, they're on a different planet. All right, so we're gonna roll this down a little bit more. Downloading Black Ops 6 with Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone. Let's see. On most platforms, Black Ops 6 content will be included in the new Call of Duty Warzone download. However, on PlayStation, Call of Duty Warzone players will still download some Black Ops 6 content. PlayStation 5 users who don't purchase Black Ops 6 will still download Black Ops 6 multiplayer and zombies as part of their Call of Duty install. This optimizes the Black Ops 6 download experience for PlayStation 5's content delivery system. Players can choose to uninstall multiplayer and zombies after their initial install or keep them for easy access for free trial weekends and for a future Black Ops 6 purchase. Get that right? They're trying to throw it on everybody. They're forcing it on you. Even if you're not pre-ordering it, you're downloading it. PlayStation 5, you're still going to download it. So when they have free weekends, it'll show up. You won't even have to go re-download it. Or you can simply uninstall it if you're not planning on playing it at all, period. Why do that? Why put it on them? Why force it on them? Alright, so let's go with PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 players who don't purchase Black Ops 6 will still download some content that is shared between Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Warzone. This facilitates content optimizations that benefit all players on PlayStation 4. So either way, they're going to force you to download a little bit of it, even if you didn't buy it. It's their way to try to say, hey, here it is. It's like dangling a piece of meat in front of a hungry lion. You know what I mean? That's what the new UI is going to look like. It's a little shrunken now because we're on a webpage. But now, guys, if you make a comment in the chat and I don't see it because I am switching back and forth, so a lot of times I don't actually see what you guys are saying. I had to go back and forth. So, if you said something and I don't respond, type "hey" in the chat. That will get my attention. For the reason I'm wearing my headset is so I can hear my alerts. If you type "hey," it's going to get my attention. I can switch back over here and see what you guys have just said. So anyway, let's see. Alright, let's see. Greater file control. Keep the titles, individual modes that you're currently playing, and see where they are. Yeah, we read that. Alright, so the next one actually. This gives you a little animated. A tour of the new UI. This is what it's going to look like on your system. Of course, you guys know it's going to be the full screen. It's not going to be this window like we're showing right now. But this is what we're going to see when we load in after the 21st. I'm not sure before the 24th, 25th, what that Black Ops 6 corner is going to look like. So I'm assuming the first one is the multiplayer and the second one is going to be for the zombies. It doesn't say zombies, but zombies is going to be there somewhere. Campaign's down in there somewhere. Alright, let's see. Black Ops 6 on the way. Call of Duty will take up more space on your device if you choose to keep all your previous content installed, since a new game is being added on the top of your existing files. Prepare for the Black Ops 6 download and future Call of Duty updates by actively managing what you have installed to free up additional space. Of course, we already know this. You can remove content that you're no longer playing, including full titles and individual modes, uninstalling single player once you've finished the campaign. Players can uninstall content within Call of Duty user interface or via their platform install manager. After content is removed, you can reinstall it at any point if you wish to return to those games or modes in the future. Okay? So I'm still saying yes to your answer or to your question or comment, however you want to say that, DB. I'm going to say yes, that you should be able to uninstall whatever you want here. And I don't know when to uninstall this beta. I don't know if the update is going to take care of that for me, or do I need to do it? Do I need to leave it alone? So right now, if you go to manage files on your Modern Warfare 3 game, you'll see the Black Ops 6 beta, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, and DMZ. Uninstall for the Modern Warfare 3, uninstall for the beta. Manage files on MW2. What do I have? says I have multiplayer play installed. I must have put that on the other day when we were talking about it. And then DMZ is uninstalled, Warzone is an uninstall. So managing files through your system, you can remove individuals. Like if you go into Modern Warfare 3 and manage files, they've uninstalled my campaign on so many updates, I just finally left it off. But if I wanted to uninstall it, that's where I would go to uninstall it. Say October 21st. People can check out the new Call of Duty UI. I think it's pretty cool. It's more work on the system. This is to meet the new UI, access featured titles and modes on your home page. Previous titles under all games, and the latest purchasable content under store. So this little tab that they're showing you here is exactly that. You have home, which is the picture they're showing. You have all games, and then you have store by simply hitting R1. Like R1. We're gonna leave it right here for just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Be right back. My apologies for that short break, guys. Can't wait to play BO6. Yeah, I can't wait. I can wait. I'm gonna have to wait, but yeah, I'm hyped for it. So what you're seeing on the screen now is actually, let me get to it here. The UI evolution. So that's pretty much what they're showing you, what it's going to look like from the menu, and then you can select back down and come back up. Change. But basically, I like a recording right here, guys. Oh, it did pause. For some reason it was paused. But anyway, we're giving you a little quick look at what it's going to look like once you load into the game.
Hey!
Alright. Hey, what'd you say? I'm sorry. What'd I miss? I don't really get the UI shit, all the games in one spot, right? Well, how come the apps are still separated in our home screen? I would think the UI was supposed to replace all. Well, it's the Call of Duty app now, I think is what they're calling it, headquarters. Right? So you've got the headquarters, which is the in a sense, this is what's headquarters now. If that kind of makes sense. When you go into the first step, your headquarters, which is HQ, they're calling it, this is where you can access all the titles now. All the modes, all the titles, all the way to Vanguard. All your modes. Of course, Call of Duty 6, Black Ops 6. I mean, I kind of get what they're saying a little. The new UI, I think, is I don't know. I mean, I really don't know until I get my hands on it, see it firsthand, and again, being able to uninstall separate titles, separate modes. We've been able to do that for quite some time, right? Yes. You can still play Cold War without opening the app. You can still play Cold War without opening the app. I'm back to my PlayStation, right? Make sure we're seeing this. Let me let my stream catch up. Make sure I'm in the right spot here. Damn, my stream's way behind, so let me just go ahead and refresh the damn thing over here. But yes, you will be able to go to any title that's listed in that new UI user interface. Sorry about that little clip there. So yeah, I'm at my PlayStation. I can go play Cold War. Of course, Vanguard's not installed, so let's just say, for example, it was installed. It's somewhere there's the public beta, so there. If I wanted to play Vanguard, of course, I'm going to have to install it. It's not installed. But if it was there, yes, I could just simply go to any one of these games and fire it up without having to go through that UI. Yes, you'll still be able to play Cold War if you've got it already installed. Previous titles installed. This is not going to affect them none whatsoever. Good question. That's definitely a good question. But the reason I do it the way I do it when I start Cold War is I like the intro that they've done with the Call of Duty headquarters. I like that intro, and I like to use that intro a lot. It's easier to do that anyway than use the UI. Well, if you're playing a title that's like that, yeah. I mean, if you're playing something within the game that, you know, Black Ops 6, then of course you want to go into the UI. If you're playing Modern Warfare 3, you have to go into the new UI. You have to go into the headquarters. But if you're playing Cold War, your Vanguard, I'm going to say MW2 is probably separated too. I don't know. I don't know this. You may know this, but the game should be not there. Let me find my Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And there's Alpha, Beta, Modern Warfare. Yeah, there it is. Now that's Beta, my bad. Modern Warfare 2. So yeah, you should be able to do Cold War, Modern Warfare 2. Be able to do them all if they're already installed separate games, if that makes any sense. And you won't have to use the UI. You won't have to use the new interface. I get that. I understand. When I switch from MW3 to Cold War, I choose MW3 app, then open Cold War instead of launching through UI. You close. Yeah. Yeah, you can do it that way. I mean, I do it the other way because, like, let me go here. This is how I load mine. Again, I like the intro here. The only reason I use this at the beginning of my streams is because I like this intro that they've got here. So yes, and I'm gonna skip it this time because we've done seen it. So when I come in and I know I'm gonna play Cold War, at the start of my stream, I do it this way, again, just to be able to use that intro for my streams. Then I simply go down here, I select Cold War, I click it, launcher in 3 seconds, and it launches the game. Same thing with Vanguard. If I had it installed, it would give me that 5-second deal, and it would launch the game for me from within here. That's, if I know I'm going to play Cold War, then, right, why not just select Cold War? I get it. I understand that. Well, I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, that would take too much time. If I'm ready to play the game, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to play a game. And I know for sure it's going to be one of these that I don't have to go through the UI to play. I'm not going to load that UI. I'm not going to load Call of Duty's headquarters. You know what I mean? When I do it the other way, it sometimes freezes trying to switch games through the UI. So that's where they don't have something quite right for the PS5 version of the UI. Will they fix it when they do this next update? I can't answer that. None of us can, because they don't know. All they're doing is they're testing in-house with high-end systems that are directly connected to the damn server, so they have no lag. There's no ping involved. So they have a smooth transition. So yeah, hopefully. And again, if not, when you want to play Black Ops 6, you may be able to go from a separate title, or you may have to go into the UI or headquarters, they're going to call it, to play that. But again, that's something we'll have to wait and see. Okay, I got something else going on down here. Let's see. Let's talk about Phase 1 here. Let's see what they're talking about, Phase 1. The Phase 1 pre-Black Ops 6 launch, October the 21st. through October the 24th. Initially, there will be a transition period from October the 21st through the 24th when the new UI goes live before Black Ops 6 launches. During these few days, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone will be the primary game titles on the home tab, and players will cross-launch into those games. Modern Warfare 3 will retain its legacy UI. Call of Duty Warzone will retain its legacy UI until the Season 1 update. The store tab will direct players into the full Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone in-game stores via cross-launch. I don't know about this. Okay, phase 2. Let's go ahead and move on. Instead of trying to figure out what the hell they're talking about with that. That's, to me, some of this, I mean, it's like you just said, some of it makes no sense, DB. It's like you're gradually going to start seeing some changes. The phase 2, post Black Ops 6 launch, October the 25th. When Black Ops 6 launches, it will replace Modern Warfare 3, making Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Warzone the primary game titles on the home tab. Players will be able to instantly access Black Ops 6 and cross-launch into Call of Duty Warzone. That's definitely answering your question right there. You should, I better not say you will, you should be able to uninstall Modern Warfare 3 once that takes place. It might still be a picture where you could go install items just like it is. Shit, I can't do it now. I ain't got my game launched. But you know, when you got your game launched, you go to your file manager and you have the titles at the bottom of the screen. You can go in and reinstall or uninstall those items that you want to. But the transition from the 21st to the 25th, all the way through Season 1 update, doesn't really make any sense why they want to stretch it out like that. And again, I apologize for my lack of knowledge on what they're trying to do, because I have no clue what they're trying to do. What's up, boss? What's going on, man? But hopefully they can fix some of the issues that some of us are seeing, and that's like me with Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. You know, if I'm not playing it, I won't have to worry about that part. But when I would load in and I try to go to the Zombies menu, the game would freeze on me right there at the MWIII icon or logo. And it's happened so many times. Is it going to do something like that in Black Ops 6? Let's hope the hell not. Let's really hope not. So, all right. So, on the phase 2 post launch, saying what they said there, that the primary games will now be Black Ops 6 and Warzone. I really see no reason why you shouldn't be able to uninstall anything except for Black Ops 6 if you want to keep it and get rid of the rest of them. As long as you've got that headquarters, the HQ part, Call of Duty, you'll be fine. Players who wish to continue playing Modern Warfare 3 can access it via cross-launch on all game tabs, or all games tab, or the last played title. Excuse me. If that's the content you've played most recently. Just like me, when I opened up, it says Zombies was the most recent. So your Black Ops 6 will be the most recent if that's what you played last. For players who have purchased Black Ops 6, the store tab will now direct you to the full Black Ops 6 in-game store. Black Ops 6 will have its own individual user interface designed to easily get players into the modes and content they want to play. Players can access campaign, multiplayer, and zombies from the Black Ops 6 game UI. Look out for new updates to the Gunsmith playlist section and the social showcase within Black Ops 6. And we're going to get into, now again, we've not even touched base on the zombies. We've got a few more things here to discuss on this or cover on this, and then we're going to dive deep into zombies and try to explain this or try to understand it as much as possible. So, Phase 3, Season 1. When Season 1 begins, the UI will enter its fully realized state. Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Warzone will continue to be the primary game titles on the home tab, and players will be able to instantly access Black Ops 6, Call of Duty Warzone for a faster, more direct path to gameplay. The store tab will now direct players to the full Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Warzone in-game stores based on what you have installed. A Battle Pass tab will be introduced in Season 1 with similar functionality as the store tab, directing players to the full Battle Pass within Black Ops 6 or Call of Duty Warzone. With the Season 1 update, Call of Duty Warzone will also have its own individual user interface with improvements similar to Black Ops 6 UI. And changes to, yeah, we still see that. Changes to features and settings. Players will be able to manage some global settings at the top of Call of Duty's level of the UI that apply to all games. Settings in the bucket will be automatically imported from your previous title. So in other words, make sure I'm understanding this right. Anybody else in the chat? So if I make a change in, I have Modern Warfare 3 installed, and I set my sensitivity up. When I go to Black Ops 6, is that going to reflect what's been done in Modern Warfare 3? I mean, is that what they mean by that? Other settings that are more game specific can be managed at the individual title levels of the UI. Gameplay settings related to new mechanics like Omni movement settings at the level will not be automatically imported from prior games. Don't have Omni movement in prior games, so why even say that? And of course, all they're telling you here is, stay one step with the faster Black Ops 6 information by checking the Call of Duty blog. Yeah. Anyway, let's go switch up. There we go. Zombies. Alright, so now we're going to get stepped into, yeah, this is going to be time consuming on this part. So we'll go ahead and apologize now. There's going to be a break involved. There's definitely going to be a break involved because we still have to have our safety meetings, guys. Even though we're doing a desk show, we still have to be safe around here, guys. So this is the interesting part. This is really what hopefully most of you guys have actually come here for, is to find out the zombies part of it, the round-based zombies overview. Prevail against the Dark Ether, undead hordes with proper zombies prep. Ensure you've got intel on each major point of interest across both launch maps. Learn your zombies loadout, how to access equipment, and learn all launch gobblegums, augments, as well as additional launch updates to expect. Now, there's a lot of this to me, and I'm going to say this with being just my opinion, I really feel like there's too much, way too much involved with doing what they're doing here. Yeah, wonders. That's web, right? Browser. Okay, it's in the blog. What I'm going to try to do is see if I can set it to where I'm on the PlayStation here. My apologies, I don't use the PlayStation that very much, guys. Let's see. We're going to try it this way. Let's see, how do I do full screen? Full screen, there we go. Alright. My apologies if I jump too quick, too far here, but this way actually I can do this and read it with you without having to look 3 different ways just to look, watch. And I can actually keep up the chat this way. Alright, so let's see, round-based zombies overview and recap. With 2 round-based zombies maps at launch and a 3rd map arriving before the end of the year, the time has come to fully prepare for for tackling the terrors on Terminus, Liberty Falls, and this extensive game mode. Past blogs, same. We'll skip all that. Links to zombie intel, the currency of zombies. Essence and salvage. Wow. Yeah, there's quite a bit of that. But I just jumped me way down the page, didn't it? How do I go back one? I want to go back one. Back one. I didn't want it to go small. Alright. So there's some things that we can actually do after the fact too. There's your Liberty Falls. The blog also this, we're not going to talk about that one, that's their stuff. Let's see. Since the debuted early gameplay footage of Call of Duty Next back in August, the Zombies team at Treyarch has continued to iterate on the look, feel and sound of Liberty Falls. And Mr. SoCal actually tagged me in a post about the footsteps. And my comment or reply to that was that I've got a copyright notice on YouTube for a sound effect for the Halloween. Just something kind of creepy sounds. But it was somebody walking down the hallway. Footsteps. Somebody claimed they owned those footstep sounds. I fought it and won. But are we going to have to go through the same problems with this game if we're in there playing the game and all of a sudden you hear footsteps clanking down the hallway? Is YouTube going to give us a copyright notice for some footstep sounds? I'm going to say probably so. They're going to give you copyright notices for the music that you play in the game, so might as well turn that shit off. I always do. I turn my music down, turn the volume off, or music off if possible, or just simply turn the music volume all the way down to 0. Therefore, I don't get more copyright notices for in-game music. Well, they stressed in a previous, I think it was COD Next when they were doing it, that they wanted us to stream the COD Next event. They wanted us to help them get it out there. But they also stated that you want to make sure that you edit your video after the fact to make sure you didn't get any copyright. So they're allowing us to stream or restream what they're doing, but they've got the copyrights to play the music. We don't. They're allowed to play the music. We're not. So keep that in mind when you do play games and you plan on streaming these games on either TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, wherever that you want to play them. Please, guys, just turn the music off. If you want to listen to music, get you a little earbud, put it under your headset, and listen to music that way. That way you don't get copyright. If your music blares over just like it done in previous titles, once you get next to somebody, they're going to hear your music playing. If they're streaming, they're going to have to mute the PlayStation to keep from getting a copyright. Oh, definitely. Hardcore. The cheaters don't like hardcore. The cheaters with aimbot and all that shit, they don't like hardcore. They still die. So yeah, they tend to steer away from hardcore. Not saying they ain't always there. I mean, there's still some there. They're every mode. So anyway, go down a little bit more here. This back in August. Heading into launch. Let's see, we missed that part. Look at Field Liberty Falls. Crank up the map's creepiness factor. Heading into launch, players can expect a moodier visual tone to the map, along with gorier set dressing and new environmental audio to more intensely reflect the chaos of a very recent dimensional breach. And of course, that shows you one of your characters in the middle of the screen right here with some sort of a shield. I don't know what that is, but some sort of a shield. You got 14 kills? Nice. Hell yeah. But like I say, in my past experience, and I'm sure you guys have probably experienced the same thing, you tend to run into less BS in hardcore because the core. I'll give you an example. This is what one guy told me one time. The reason he likes core over hardcore is because he didn't want to get sniped from across the map from some asshole. Well, guess what? They've got it now to where the snipers are one-shot kill in core and hardcore. So it doesn't matter what mode you play. you're eventually going to get sniped from across the map from some dude that don't want to move. I might be that one that does that. I might be that guy laying across the map with the sniper just sniping people. I don't know yet. I do plan on doing a little running gunning, don't get me wrong. Hardcore shipment is, oh yeah, I wouldn't, nah. I don't like shipment, no way. I haven't liked shipment since Modern Warfare, whatever version that was in Modern Warfare originally. I didn't like it then, and I still don't like it today. And one thing I do like is the fact that they're bringing back Nuketown. And I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like Nuketown. Nuketown is just about as bad as shipment, but not as bad. I mean, if that makes any sense, that comment kind of contradicts itself. But Nuketown is not as bad as shipment. It's still bad. It's still try-hardy. It's sweaty. And when Black Ops 6 comes out, it's going to be so full of sweat. That's all you're going to smell is sweat. I'm serious. It just... Tryhards and sweats are going to be wide open. They're going to be running rambunctious. Nuketown is a classic. Alright, so additionally, atmospheric elements related to the map's main quest will also be present throughout Liberty Falls as players begin to solve the mysteries waiting for them. In the wake of the undead incursion, and of course, there might be a brand new Easter egg song from Treyarch's Kevin Sherwood to discover along the way. I really would love to be able to listen to the music, and I may leave the music on to just see if I can get away with it. Because some of these titles, the creepy music, the vibes during the holidays, you know, Halloween's right around the corner. You know, when you start playing this game on the 25th, you know, everybody's still going to have that Halloweenish kind of vibe. So, yeah. I would really love to be able to play the music to hear some of this in the background. Just in certain parts, like in the menu. In certain aspects of the game, you might hear that gory music, you know, to freakify you. Core? What about Core? I know a lot of people like Core because of the time to kill. That's the reason they like it is because of the time to kill. Which shouldn't be a thing in first-person shooter games. Again, I'm not even going to go into that. That could take me an hour to explain my disbeliefs and why it shouldn't be time to kill. So I'm not even going to go that route. I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole, guys. So... HUD touch-ups. The UI team has also continued to update the game's modular HUD, touching up some of the zombies' specific elements that can appear across most HUDs, preset options, and adding new settings. The updates include first-person arcade shooter. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I see character portraits added to the lower left corner by default. I know you guys are seeing this little face beside the score down here, bottom left corner. General alignment and color adjustments made across the entire HUD. Perk icons now positioned closer together. Zombie-specific widgets added for certain in-game actions. In-game gobblegum reward animation added. Visibility sliders added to allow players to fine-tune or completely disable additional HUD elements, including score feed, medals, notifications, minimap opacity, weapon and equipment information, and more. So this is one of the things that I was led to believe, that you can actually remove the enemy's name and health, like zombies, Days in Elite, and it shows the red bar of how full his power his health is. You can remove that. Well, my comment to that is I want to be able to see how much health that zombie had when he did kill me. I want to see how much health that zombie has as I'm shooting him. If it slowly trickles or if it goes quick, I want to know these things. Is this the weapon to be using because it does more damage one shot? If you don't have those features available, you're not going to see that. You're not going to see that one bullet does a half a click of his health, or one bullet only does a sliver of his health. So some of the features I don't want to disable. I want to keep them. Some of the things that I may want to get rid of. Who knows? And of course, they're showing you an above preview of updated default HUD with the minimap and enemy health bars disabled as an example. And that's, again, what we were just talking about. The health bars are disabled, the minimap's disabled. I don't understand why these features are being added. Why do you guys think they're being added? The big zombie players, the big time streamers, that they don't want to see the zombies' health bar. So you can turn yours off, we can leave ours on. That's fine, right? Okay. Moving on. Terminus Island Recon. Of course, you're seeing a small glimpse of Terminus Island right here. Air Island, a tour of Terminus. From the long discussed mining tunnels. Oh, wait a minute, my bad, I read that all wrong. From the long disused mining tunnels to its use as a World War II resupply depot, to the structures built as part of the shuttered CIA black site. There's a wealth of discoveries to be made across Terminus Island, given the more recent evidence of heinous biological experimentations led by the Nefarious Project, Danish group, or newly freed Requiem crew will need to stay on their toes. So, I mean, they're telling us they've got hidden stuff on the map. And I already know there's a group of 4 on launch that are going to go head deep into trying to figure out the new Easter egg as a team. Probably going to be playing the game while they're doing that, so I'll have to go back and watch the after video. And he'll break it down to a little bit simpler steps and put up a video showing you guys what they done and how they done it. Everybody has their own, guru that they follow and watch. I know there's several people out there that do it. I know DB has mentioned a couple of names in the past. I don't like to mention their names on my live stream because they're never going to mention my name. They're never going to recognize that we're helping them by saying their names, and I'm just not going to do it. They're big enough; they don't need no bigger. I'm sorry, that's just the way I feel about it. Not saying I don't like their content. Not saying I don't like to help support them. I support them by watching their videos. I do click like on their videos that I like. If I don't like it, I don't do nothing. I won't even give them a dislike. They did get my view, but I'm not going to disrespect them by disliking it because I didn't like it. And if it's something stupid, hell yeah, I'm going to hit dislike. I'm sorry, I will. All right, anyway. So, going down a little bit. So this is the sales and guard station. This is, again, some of the things that you're going to be seeing on the Terminus Island, in Terminus Island. And couple of these cutscenes, you may recognize a couple of these pictures. If you guys, I mean, it's Call of Duty website. Wind is loud right now. Ooh. 30-mile-an-hour winds? Damn, dude, I hate that. That's actually the link that I'm looking at, guys. If you wanted to pull it up on a separate device while you're listening to me chat, so you can actually get a better view of these pictures. You know, that's cool. So again, we're just going to slowly but surely go down to, we'll read each little paragraph. I'm not really going to stay on the pictures a lot, because what's to dwell on a picture? Once we get the game, we're going to see these scenes. We're going to know them by seeing some of these pictures, but it's not going to help us with the game. By seeing this picture on my screen right now, it's not going to help me find an Easter egg. You know what I mean? GG. GG Polar Plays. Alright, so at the top of the prison site, a series of holding cells where the Requiem crew have been biding their time for the last half-decade. Y'all hear that, right? Think about the end of the last campaign you did. At the top of the prison site, a series of holding cells where the Requiem crew have been biding their time for the last half-decade. The paint is peeling, the ducts are rusting, and there is an odd smell coming from one of their air vents. Adjacent is the guard station where your handlers, Tech and Strauss, have barricaded themselves, as well as a lower interrogation room with the remnants of a torture session still visible. So, those are the guys from the previous that are waiting to strike back. And I know you guys seen, I've clipped it, at the end of the Forsaken boss fight. It shows everybody's going to jail, and they take that big orb. Well, that big orb is going to show itself again. I feel comfortable or confident that we're going to see it somewhere within Black Ops 6 Zombies. They're using it for power. Alright. So now we got the security overlook and control center. Again, these are sections that are going to be on the Zombies map. Cracked concrete overlook. Again, let's skip through this because you guys are here for the interesting stuff, right? You guys are here for what we're going to be able to use in the game, what we're getting in the game. Gun battery platform. A massive World War II vintage gun emplacement rests atop a thick concrete platform, seemingly modified by Project Janus in recent years as part of an unusual experiment. And then you get the caves. This is going to be full of zombies down here. This is not just going to be an empty cave that you can go put around in. Do I like candy floss? Never had candy floss. Never had it. Never heard of it. It said below the outer areas of the island prison are a pair of subterranean tunnels, one naturally occurring and the other man-made, dug out toward the end of the 19th century when the island's long mined-out coal reserve were being greedily exploited. Got a biolab. Inclined lift. And maglev elevator. Got a shipwreck. This, if you guys remember, what was it 2019 version? It might have been. It might have been during the blackout stuff. What was that one called? Anyway, it was where the prison, you could respawn. I can't remember the mode name from back then. But if you remember correctly, they had a shipwreck right off the beach, right off the shore. This is similar to that setting. Despite the radar buoys in close proximity, the remains of a shipping tanker indicated just how treacherous the waters around Terminus Island are. Slowly rusting from the stern to prow, the salt waters have eaten away at the hull. Through the main deck, it's still seemingly accessible. So, you'll be able to get on that ship. The outer islands. Again, I don't know what to expect on these outer islands. They do. So, these are going to be some of the things that we may need to explore. There may be something out here that we need to collect. Who knows? We'll see. To the northwest is a temple island, which its odd pillar-like carvings due east of the Castle Rock Island, named after the natural stone edifice jutting from the tidal sands, that appear to be an odd fortification. The largest of the three outcrops is Crab Island, where Project Janus disposal crews would discard the remains of their science team's unwholesome experiments. So, yeah, it's going to be full of dead people. You got Liberty Falls Recon. We're going to skip on down. There's Pump and Pay. Got Mortar Lodge. Motor Lodge. Mortar Lodge. Alright. You got Ollie's Comics. Now these are going to be locations. Fuller's Liberty Lanes, Savings and Loans, Holly Falls Church, or Holy Falls, the Alamo. You gonna bring back the Alamo from all these years ago? No, I'm just picking that. Some of these buildings are going to look familiar once we get in the game, I'm sure. They use some of the similar building architects in several games. Not saying it's going to be the same map. Saying they use the same buildings. Alright, so before we really get into this right here, I want to take a short break. I want to get me a fresh drink. Need to use the restroom. And I know you guys, hopefully you guys will stick around. I do apologize for this break right here, but hey, it is something we got to do. We're a long ways from being finished. We're just now going to get into the augmentations overview. There's several things that we skipped by in hopes to get to this a little bit sooner. So this is something that I really want to touch base, because to me it's too much, if that makes any sense. And when I get into this explaining it, you might understand what I mean by it's too much. So, you guys hang out. I will definitely be right back. In fact, we'll switch it over to the new UI if you guys want to. And I will be right back.
Let's get ready to rumble! Let's get ready to rumble! Let's get ready to rumble!
Alright guys, I am back. Just give me a couple more seconds here to get situated, get my headgear on. I have my fresh drink. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, so we'll turn this back on. Let's turn that back off. Now we are back into the augments overview. Equip augments to your perk class ammo mods and field upgrades to modify their performance. Okay, I know you guys remember the Vanguard augments, right? Not the same. Similar maybe, but not the same. Maybe you can help me understand them a little better once we get in the game playing, DB. I'm going to be right honest with you. Some of this stuff seems a little confusing to me. Tried watering, but it's so windy it picked up the sand and dirt. Yeah, it's too rough out there, man. I know you need to. I know you do, but 30-mile-an-hour winds, probably gusting even more than that. Just be careful out there, man. Better safe than sorry, right? So, anyway, like I said, I know I'm gonna need somebody's help, if nothing else, to find a website or some zombie guru that can help with these. And some of these are going to be self-explanatory. They're going to, we definitely want this. You know, I definitely want that. I mean, you know, there's things that's going to be like, bam, flashing at you. Yeah, you got to have this one. You got to use this. This is a must. You know what I'm saying? But there's other concepts or aspects of these that's beyond me. It's just like they're trying to make us do way too much in the game to have fun. I get it. They want you to be able to tweak your systems a little bit, your settings, your loadouts, your perks. They want you to have the ability to make this perk better than what it was before. We can rebuild him. We can make him faster, stronger. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know. All right. Now, so, recap. Augments are unlockable gameplay advantages you can apply to every Coca-Cola, ammo mod, and field upgrade in the game, and provide a rich and innovative customization experience, allowing you to invest into research between matches. And of course, they tell you to click here to learn more about augments. There are 108 augments available to unlock and equip at the game's launch, divided as follows. Now, you hear this, right? I'm sorry. Like, the field upgrades seems a little deep. With all the choices, I know I'm going to turn PH flopper into slider. Yes. I mean, see, there's certain things that I know I'm going to want. But there's other aspects that I feel might help me that I have no clue to. I don't know these. So I know I'm going to need some help. And doing it, playing it, experiencing it, experimenting with the different things, that's going to be one of the things, way to learn them. I know that. And I'm not expecting, to load up the game and say, all right, tell me what I need to do. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not asking for that. But I know I'm going to need some tips, some hints, and some tricks to help me with my gameplay. Let's pin this one right here. Make sure everybody hits that like button when they come through. I do see a lot of people coming by. Maybe not hanging around, but I have seen quite a few people come through, so I do appreciate the ones that have come through and hit that like button. Of course, you guys know I appreciate it. The reason that the game is titled as Black Ops 6 is that because that's what today's Death Show is all about. It's nothing but Black Ops 6. I'm not even planning on playing a game today. I don't need MWIII to play Black Ops 6, right? Because MWIII is going to my brother. Well, what's going to happen, and we explained that a little bit in the first part of the stream, that if you don't have MW3 installed, yes, you can install Black Ops 6. If you already have it installed, once Black Ops 6 takes over, in a sense, you've installed it, Black Ops 6 and Warzone becomes the main game. Then you can uninstall everything else that you don't play, from what we read and understood. But no, you do not have to have, from what I read, you do not have to have did I do both? I did. I switched both pages here. It's my bad. Says for access features, titles, and modes from the homepage, previous yada. That's not it. Where's it at? But yes, they were explaining that you can have, if you don't have Black Ops 6, you can still, or if you don't have Modern Warfare 3, you can still download Black Ops 6 and play it. And I'm not sure what the user interface is going to look like at that point, but I do know what this is, what they're calling the new user interface. So it's basically going to take the place of what we originally would see with Modern Warfare 3. And you have the option to go all the way to the bottom and pick up Cold War, Modern Warfare 2, or Vanguard. But you can also play those titles separate. You can launch Cold War without having to go through Call of Duty, if that makes sense. I would not remove nothing yet. If you know your brother's going to end up getting the copy of Modern Warfare 3, then what you would really want to do is that you log on to his system, install it, he logs on and can play it. I think how that works. I don't quote me there because I don't think you can do that anymore, but that's the way they used to do it. So we'll see. I know Warzone anybody can play, but Modern Warfare 3, I'm not sure about that. Once it's been installed on your system, it's under your name. You can't give that copy to somebody else and let them put it on their system without having to. I'm not sure what has to be done. You know what I'm saying? DB, make an answer that. Anybody else in the chat, make an answer that. Gonna get it? Yeah, we're gonna get it. I mean, anybody can answer anybody's questions in here. It's not just for me to answer. So if anybody knows the answer or feel like you know the answer, please speak up. Be more than glad to have help explaining some of this shit. That's strange. This is why I like PS3 days. You get the game and play it. Yeah. Exactly. PS3 days, you bought the game and you bought the season pass. There was no battle pass. It was a season pass. Or you didn't buy the season pass. Mary said she'd pick up our boy tonight after he gets off work. So I'll be able to play tonight and tomorrow. Okay. All right. Sounds good, DV. All right. As I stated, though, there is 108 augments available to unlock and equip at the game's launch, divided as follows. You have Perca-Colas, 8, each with 6 augments. That's 48. Ammo mods, 5, each with 6 augments. That's 30. Field upgrades, 5, each with 6 augments, which is 30. This is where it's really going to get where you have to know what these things do, what they're supposed to do, and make sure you apply them accordingly. Let's see, you got research and choosing augments. There's like energy mine here, I guess they're going to give you a good example. You have minors and major augments. I do know this much, and we're going to get into that a little further down. You have minor augments and you have major augments. And of course, you think the title, major, they should do more damage or more, they work more. They're going to be more effective, I guess you could call it. The augment research, the key to unlocking the full potential of your loadout is augment research. This unlocks at player level 11, excuse me. So you're not going to be able to do this at launch. Once you get your character to level 11, then you can start researching augments. So I'm not sure how the game is going to play. If it's going to play like the old style, you do have the access to your, ammo mods. You may not have access to ammo mods. And that stuff all of it may have to be earned. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, later on down in this page, it shows you when certain things unlock, what levels you need to be. Once you research and unlock individual augments, they can be chosen before the start of a match for each individual perk, ammo mod, or field upgrade. To start research on augments, simply select which item you'd like to research in the main menu or in the menu, and start earning XP in game to make progress toward unlocking the augment. Each has 2 available augment slots, one for a major and one for a minor augment. Expect 3 major augments to choose from per item. A major augment offers a substantial advantage to the behavior of the item, usually during use. Expect 3 minor augments to choose from per item. A minor augment offers a limited advantage to the item, usually during use. Okay, so there's 6 things that you're going to have to try to choose from. And it breaks it down in here. You guys bear with me. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I mean, I expected this to be a long stream, but it's definitely, the death show is actually going a little bit further today than I had ever thought it would be. Okay, so of course they've got Juggernog on the screen, and it shows you the process of these augments, retaliation. And I'm sorry, my eyes are so screwed. I can't read these on the screen. It's going to tell us what they are here in just a little bit, so bear with me on that. Coca-Cola's 8 and augments 48. The depth of augments customization experience becomes apparent as you learn the different effects of each augment. So therefore, learning it by playing it, right? Did you read the turtle shell? Yes. I haven't got to that part, but yes. Once you equip the Juggernaut, if you've got a certain augment, it protects you from the backside. The zombies cannot hit you. And I think that's something that's coming up. Yeah. Where was that? This subsequently allows you to customize your augments for your style of play, whether solo or squad based. And then remember, I'll get into that, the self-revives somewhere in this part too. You're limited to self-revives solo, so be careful. If you've played a particular role in your squad, as a healer, for example, you may already have a good idea on which augments you should search for, unlock, and employ along with other related power-ups to optimize your team's dynamics and survivability. Your Coca-Colas with 48 augments. You have the Juggernaut. You have Stamina. What the hell does that say? I really wish I could read these. where they listed. You got Juggernaut, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Stamina Up, PhD Flopper, Deadshot Daiquiri, Elemental Pop, and Melee Machito. Alright, so we already know Juggernaut increases maximum health by 100%. Quick Revive, reduce the health regen delay time by 50%. Reduce the time it takes to revive an ally by 50%. Speed Cola, increased reload and armor plating speed bonus by 30%. Stamina, increased movement speed, of course. PhD Flopper, immunity to all self-inflicted damage and status effects. Dive to prone triggers an explosion, which increases the higher you fall. Immunity to fall damage while diving prone. You hear what I'm saying there now, right? While diving prone, not from falling. So keep that in mind as I'm reading some of these other steps. Deadshot Daiquiri, of course, we know this. Aiming down sight moves the enemy critical location, increase critical damage to enemies. Elemental Pop, every bullet you fire has a small chance to apply a random ammo mod effect. The Melee Machito, however you say that, Machito. We're going to call that Machito. Replace weapon gun butt with a deadly punch that sends enemy flying. I got to see this. Fall damage immunity comes from stamina up. But you're jumping the gun. You already know the augments, evidently. You're jumping the gun on me, DB. Yep. You're exactly right, though. That's going to come from one of the augments. All right, so let's start with the Jug. In Cold War, well, it does okay. In here, stamina up increases movement speed. It doesn't help you with fall damage anymore. Not in Black Ops 6. And I'll explain that to you once I'm reading these augments. Here's a complete list of each augment's perk colas available at launch. Of course, we talked about Jug. Jug is one of the most common. A lot of people like this because it helps protect, right? You're protected from this. So now, with a major augment, probiotic, slightly increases maximum health with Juggernaut. Okay, now these are your augments. This has nothing to do with the actual. These are other things. These are the things that you can add on, right? So you can do one per. You can do one minor or two. I can't remember what they said. We'll go back and look at that if somebody remembers what I said. You can do 2 augments per. One minor and one major. So on the major, you got the probiotic, slightly increases maximum health with Juggernaut. So by using that major augment, it's going to increase your health. The turtle shell armor acts as a shield. See, remember? You just talked about this. Armor acts as a shield on your back, completely absorbing damage to your back. No damage mitigation, when hit from the front.
You think you can speak to me any which way you like, and I'm just going to come to you with a bag of roses?
What's up, Millie? What's up, Millie B's in the house? Appreciate you being here, man. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And get ready to start playing another Black Ops, because I know you're going to want to play this one. There's so much in the zombie side of it, man. It's just going to be so fun. So yeah, that's the turtle shell you were talking about right there, DV. The reactive armor. Again, this is in the major augments. When an armor plate breaks, nearby normal enemies are stunned for a short time. So in other words, if I'm shooting at this guy and I break his armor plate, it stuns these 2 guys beside of him. Right? Yeah, you hearing this shit, right? Minor augments. Retaliation. Deal bonus damage while health is low. Okay? If you're in a situation you're getting hit a lot, your health stays low a lot, that's going to help benefit you. Again, choosing which of these minor and major augments to use is going to be the hardest part. Playing the game, experiencing it, and then figuring it out might be the best way, or simply that somebody knows how to do it to help you get it set up. The hardened plates. Armor plates have more damage mitigation. Durable plates, slightly increased armor durability. See what I'm saying? I mean, there's some things that you have to choose here. It sounds like Zombies is either going to be really fun or really broken this year. I hope it's going to be really fun. I mean, there's a lot that you have to do. It's not just like a dead zombie game that you just go in and kill zombies, earn perks, and put on ammo mods to make them explode and shit. It's not going to be as simple as just loading up and going to play the game, unless that's how you want to play the game. But you're going to be missing out on a lot of things by not doing some of the other things that they want you to do in the game. So this is definitely going to make it a much more interactive game. So hopefully, yes, fun, not broken. All right, so now here we got Stamina Up. And Stamina Up also has the same thing, has 3 majors and 3 minors. We already know what Stamina Up. Stamina Up just gives you faster movement, right? So, now major augments on that, the Free Faller, become immune to fall damage. That's where you're going to get your fall damage protection from fall damage, not just Stamina Up itself. You have to use that major augment, Free Faller, to become immune to fall damage. So, of course, a lot of people are going to definitely pick that one, right? But wait till you get the rest of them. The Dasher, increased tactical sprint duration. Stalker, walk faster while aiming. Yep. I don't think I'm going to need them 2 items. I mean, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, if there's something I need to research to unlock in the game, to make sure I have everything unlocked, yes. Well, that I really don't know. I can't answer that one. I mean, it does sound like it's catering to 3 categories. You're going to have your casual players that are not going to be casual anymore, though. Because once you, and again, I'll get into this a little bit later on, once you have used that last self-revive, there is no more. So if you're a casual player that just likes to play games, then that might be cool. Those solo Easter egg hunters, those solo, let's see, how did you put it? Solo high rounders. You're limited. Again, I'm jumping the gun on this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. You're limited to 3 self-revives. That's all you're going to be able to make or get. I don't know if zombies drop self-revives. I do not know this. I don't know if there's something later on down the line that they're going to add that will drop you a self-revive. Even though you have made 3, you cannot make but 3. You made your last one and you die. That's it. And again, I'll cover that a little bit later on, somewhere down in here. So on the minor augments for the Stamina Up, we have the hard target. While tactical sprinting, projectile damage is reduced. In other words, while I'm running, I take less damage from projectiles. Hopefully there's a pause button. Well, from what I understand, I'm going to have to say yes, there should be a pause button because there's a save button. There's a save option. We already know this. They talked about it in the COD Next on the reveal when they played the game originally. There is a way to save these games. That I get to around 10. I get a phone call. I got to go somewhere. I can save that and come back later and play it from round 10. So there should be a pause button. I mean, there's got to be a pause button. There's not should be. There's got to be a pause button. So the quarterback, use equipment while sprinting. In other words, just what it says, use equipment while sprinting. Hot foot, gain a speed boost after your equipment kills an enemy. So becoming immune to fall damage and gaining speed boost, if I'm a fast runner, might be the two options that I would run here. Or I might like the, free faller and hard target. Again, this is going to be something that each individual player is going to want to experience and figure out what's best for him or her or them. All right, next one is Speed Cola. All right, of course, we've got 3 minor, 3 majors, just like all of them. For Speed Cola, we've got a major augment supercharged. Field upgrades recharge a bit faster. Cool, right? Yeah. Classic formula, reload speed is even faster. Phantom reload, weapons magazines are slowly refilled over time. In other words, if I'm carrying 2 weapons, or one's a wonder weapon, or whatever, I stow that weapon, I'm using the other weapon, that one's going to be refilling on my back over time if I use the Phantom Reload. The minor augments Speed Roulette. The mystery box selects much faster, or settles much faster, Quick swap, swap weapons faster. Fast pitcher, deploy equipment faster. There's 6 things, but you can only choose one of each. But you have to choose which of these items that you want on each perk. Now, Deadshot Daiquiri. Deadshot Daiquiri is one that I have actually started to like more and more because of realization that the aim assist in the game doesn't always bring the aim over to the zombie's head. Deadshot Daiquiri helps assure that you're going to get that headshot. I like it now. I used to didn't like it. I don't know why I didn't like it. Probably never used it. So anyway, on your 3 major augments, you got Deadhead, further increased in critical damage. Dead First, deal double critical damage if an enemy is at full health. Dead Again, critical hits have a chance of adding a bullet to your magazine. So in other words, if the last one we just did, says the weapon magazines are slowly refilled over time. So you've got Speed Cola with that, and you've got Deadshot Daiquiri with every time you get a critical hit, it puts a bullet in your magazine. You like the extra bullet? Yes. I mean, you're going to be getting a lot of criticals, so every time you get a critical shot, it puts a bullet back. Shoot, boom, boom, boom. It's a win-win. It's like you're never going to lose a bullet. You start at 40 rounds. Just say, for example, you got 40 rounds, and you shoot critical after critical after critical, you're never going to run out of bullets. You're going to miss a critical every now and then, because this one zombie is going to stagger in front of you or some shit. But yeah, a lot of good features here. Let's see. The minor augments, Dead Break, increased damage to armor pieces. Dead Draw, reduce hip fire spread. Dead Set, reduce gun movement while performing advanced movement. I'm not sure what that really means, but maybe they're talking about some of that omni movement stuff. Your guns are going to stay more still, more stable. We'll have to wait to see how that works. Now we got Quick Revive. Of course, recover health and revive allies faster. Got your major augments. EMT. This is interesting, man. Make sure that wasn't a comment. All right. EMT. Reviving an ally allows them to keep all their perks on their bleed out bar. Equivalent exchange. Killing an enemy while downed will revive you and remove quick revive. This can be done up to 3 times. 3 times per game. Dying Wish. On lethal damage, become immune to all damage for 2 seconds and keep 1 health. Quick revive is removed on use. Minor augments. Swift recovery. Recovering an ally increased both of your movement speed for a short time. Karmic return. Reviving an ally heals you to full health. Slow death. Increase your time in the last stand. Of course, we all know what last stand is. Elemental pop. Got your citrus focus. If a weapon has become, start that over. If a weapon has an ammo mod applied, elemental pop will only activate that one. In other words, if I have 2 weapons and I have 2 different ammo mods, no, not bad. Let me start that over. In other words, if I have Shatter Blast as an ammo mod and I use elemental pop, it will only apply to Shatter Blast. If a weapon has an ammo mod applied, elemental pop will only activate that one. If you don't put an ammo mod on, then you're going to get a random one. You hated the random toxic poison. Well, that will actually eliminate that. So you could still use the elemental pop. If some of these other features are to your liking, then you just simply use the citrus, and it will only activate the one ammo mod that you have on your weapon. So always make sure that if you do use, elemental pop, make sure that you have the ammo mod that you want, and have the citrus focus on your major augment. Let's see, Imperial Peach. Enemies that hit you have a chance to trigger a random ammo mod. Electric Cherry. Reload creates an electric damage discharge that damages and stuns nearby normal enemies. The emptier the magazine, the stronger the damage. Wow. Wow. Okay, so if you go completely empty, that shock damage is going to be at the max intensity. If you shoot 1 bullet and reload, it's going to be like a little 12-volt shock, Just in, maybe not, but you know what I'm saying, just to enlighten what it may mean. The minors is the Vulnera Beam. Slightly increase enemy elemental weakness damage. Slightly increase enemy elemental weakness damage. Pineapple Blast. Equipment can also trigger a random ammo mod. Chill Berry. Slightly reduce all ammo mod cooldown. Wow. Okay. So instead of it being the 30-second or whatever it is, then if you have that one equipped on your minor, slightly reduce all ammo mod cooldown. So you're going to get your ammo mod quicker than before. Now here we go with the PhD Flopper. You would touch base on what you were planning on doing with yours, DB. So we got the 3 major, of course, 3 minors. The Gravity MD, just falling from heights creates an explosion. So if you're running a stamina, you have the fall damage protection, and you have the Gravity MD, then you're from whatever height. I'm not sure how high you can go and not, take damage. We'll have to experiment with that in the game. We know we will. We're going to go to the highest possible point and jump off and see if we take damage. So just falling from heights, any height, will cause an explosion. DR Ram, called Dr. Ram. Are you news Rose voting for me in November? You running for office in November? Yeah, if you running, buddy, I'll vote for you. Dr. Ram, DR Ram, tactical sprint knocks down and damages base enemies or base zombies. You get that, right? So just like that slide or whatever, that run, it's called tactical sprint, knocks down and damages base enemies. And here's your slider that you were talking about. PhD slider, sliding into enemies will trigger explosions. Thinking that might be the better option, like you said, versus the DR Slam. Don't know. So we'll see. It just depends. So you may, yeah. That one might be one of them that's kind of hard to choose which one is going to be better for the gameplay. You know, what style you play. The miners and the environmentalists become immune to environmental damages while sliding. That sounds interesting. Slightly reduce height. My bad. EDD technician. Slightly reduce height and distance requirements for explosions. Tribologists. Sliding distance and speed are increased. So, PhD flopper with PhD slider and the tribologist would be the way to go. That's just my opinion. I'm most definitely voting this year. I voted before. We need change badly. Gotcha. Alright, so now we're going to get into this new perk that's that's going to be introduced. The melee Machito. I don't know what the hell to call it, guys. Somebody will eventually say the word for me, and I'll know what the hell it means, or what it is. Excuse me. But anyway, we're just going to call it melee for now. Okay, we got Espresso. All melee attacks are slightly faster. Vampiric extractions, my bad, not plural. Melee attacks heal a small amount of your health. Triple shot. Your punch can hit multiple enemies at once. Like what? Exactly, spelled the same way. That's exactly what they're symbolizing here. I just don't know how to say the word. Machito. I've seen the name, but I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it. I have never had Google pronounce it for me. So, but now that's take interest in that triple shot. Your punch can hit multiple enemies at once. So, this is going to go back to knowing which one of these to actually use. We're going to come back to this in just a second. But remember what I just said. Melee with triple shot as your major, which your punch can hit multiple enemies. Now let's go back up here. I believe it was the jug. Let's see. No, it was not. The armor access shield. Let's see. Where was the one with the punch that your melee turned into a punch. I know you remember that. I don't remember. You like how the drink looks like the coffee? Yeah, okay. I know I seen that talking about the melee a while ago. Oh. I'll have to go through these slower and read them again to figure out which one it was. But that goes back to talking about that melee. Was it Deadshot? I know I remember reading that it triggers that one massive blow, sends your enemy flying. So if you've got that equipped along with this, your punch can hit multiple enemies at once. I can only imagine the damage that you're going to be able to do if I'm reading this correctly and understanding it at this point. So the miners are stick and move. Backpedal speed is increased after a successful melee attack. I know you guys have done it. I've done it so many times. Got two zombies. You melee once, you back up so the other one doesn't hit you. This will increase that speed. Triple shot, your punch. My bad. Stick and move. Strength training. Your punch can one-hit kill normal enemies for longer. Hidden impact. Melee kills reload a portion of your held weapon. Wow. See the different things in these perks alone? We're not even talking about ammo mods yet. Ammo mods, that's the next on the list. We've got 5, augments 30. This is just insane. There is so much. There's so much. Alright. Ammo mods, 5 and augments of 30. A recap. Along with rarity and pack-a-punch of capabilities showcased in this blog, of course, your primary and melee weapons can be outfitted with an upgrade known as an ammo mod, obtained in-game via purchase at the Arsenal machine using salvage. Ammo mods can grant an affected weapon at a percentage chance of dealing a special additional effect upon a successful projectile impact. Only one ammo mod can be applied to the weapon at a time, so you can purchase a new ammo mod as necessary. Don't think you're going to find these like you did in Modern Warfare 3. They're only going to be purchasable. And of course, the one you love the most, DB, is right on top, Brain Rot. At launch, expect to access 5 ammo mods, some of which require you to be a specific player level. Each ammo mod has 6 augments to unlock and choose from to further bolster the following effects. Brain rot, bullets deal toxic damage. We already know all this. Each bullet has the chance of turning a normal special into an ally. Cryo freeze, we already know all these. These are the ones we know. You know what I mean? Dead wired. Electric damage. The Shadow Rift is one of them new. We've got Brain Rot, Cryo Freeze, Dead Wire, Napalm Burst, and new Shadow Rift. Shadow Rift actually bullets deal shadow damage. Each bullet has a chance to spawn a black hole if striking normal or special enemies, warping nearby zombies away and dropping from the air at high speeds. And I guess instant death on a landing. So it's going to be raining zombies in the game, guys, if you use Shadow Rift ammo mod. I'm really interested in to see how that works. Now we've got augments that actually going to make it perform differently. Additional things. Flat, exactly. Flat. Alright, so now these, the unfortunate thing is where they unlock. Dead wire is first. It's unlockable or unusable at launch. It's 0. Napalm burst, you got to be level 6. Cryo freeze, you have to be level 14. Brain rot, you have to be level 27. Shadow rift, you have to be level 44. Okay. I'm going to strike on something that's going to go a little further past where we're at, deep into the game. We're going to go back to what they said originally. They're going back to the original Call of Duty prestiging system, right? Y'all understand what that means? You go from level 1 to level 55. You prestige, you reset back to level 1, you get 1 unlocked token. You hear me, right? You only get 1 unlocked token. There's going to be so many different things in this game that require you to be a certain level to be able to use them, to be able to equip them. So there again, that's going to make playing this game a much more of a deciding what to use, what to unlock, what to research. And again, is it going to hamper how we actually play the game? Or in the long run, is it going to help us? Again, that's something we're going to have to experience ourselves. Or we just say, hell no, bullshit. I'm not even going to buy the game. Don't even worry about it. So now we got the ammo mods augments. ZM. I'm not sure what the hell ZM means. You got available unlock at player level 27. Brain rot. Bullets deal toxic damage. We know what this does. Turns them special, a normal or special, into an ally, just like it's always done. You got your major augments. Plague. I guess it's plague. The charmed enemy has a chance to turn other enemies. You heard me now. You heard that exactly right. Your brain rot enemy can now go turn other enemies into an ally. Or he has a chance to, anyway. Pheromone. The charmed enemy distracts nearby normal and special enemies for a short time. In other words, it's like, I hope that doesn't break the game. Man, there's so many things in here that have to be done. If you really want to enjoy the game to its fullest potential, there's so much that you're going to have to do. I do want to prestige. I do want to do that ranking system. I liked that back in the day. But if they give us only one unlocked token per 55 levels, per prestige level, however you want to say it, then we're going to have to start making our choices a lot differently. We may have to use that permanent unlock token for something that we use, but I would prefer having this unlocked, but this is going to benefit me better in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's a choice that we may be confronted with. Now, the big game, which is on the major still, brain rot can charm elite enemies. Elites. I don't know what kind of charming he's going to be planning on doing with this. But the brain rot can charm elite enemies. On your minors, you got extension. Brain rot duration is slightly increased. Haste, brain rot cooldown is slightly reduced. Explosive, charmed enemies explode. Charmed enemies explode at the end of brain rot duration, dealing toxic damage. Oh boy. Yeah, so many choices, guys. So many choices. Same thing with Cryo Freeze. We got the 3 of each. Big game. Cryo Freeze can slow elite enemies. Ice Cloud. Enemies that are killed while Cryo Freeze. Again, I'm getting tongue-tied. Tell me not to get tongue-tied. Here I am getting tongue-tied. Shout out to the 5 out here with 12 likes. We got 43 live views. Come on, guys. Tell your friends. Tweet the stream out. I know Miss SoCal has done liked and tweeted the stream, guys. Y'all like and retweet it. Tweet it out there. Share my stream. Big game. Cryo Freeze can slow elite enemies. Ice Cloud. Enemies that are killed while frozen may leave a cloud that slows enemies. Frozen stiff. Enemies are frozen in place. Instead of continuing to move, it simply freezes them solid. Stops them in their tracks. Alright, so extension, slightly increased the slow duration. Freezer burn, slightly increased damage to frozen enemies. Liquid nitrogen, significantly increase your chance for cryo freeze to activate. Of course, we have Deadwire. Available, unlock immediately. This is the one that's immediate. So yeah, we already know what it does. Each bullet has a chance to stun normal or special enemies, causing them to generate an electric damage field. Is that going to affect other zombies around them? Chain lightning. The stunned enemy can spread the stun to others. Yep. Big game. Deadwire can stun elite enemies. Lightning strike. A bolt of lightning strikes from above, stunning all normal and special enemies in the area. Wow. Yeah, okay. Then we got Deadwire deals slightly more damage. It's high voltage. Haste, Deadwire cooldown is slightly reduced. Extension, the stun of electricity field lasts longer. Napalm Burst, one of my favorites. Available at unlock level 6, which we know it deals fire damage. Big game. Napalm Burst can burn elite enemies. Thermite, increased burn effect damage. Firebomb, burned enemies explode on death, spreading the fire to nearby enemies. On your miners, increased, which is extension, increased the burn duration. Incinerary. Okay. Each damage tick has a small chance to spread to nearby enemies. Contact burn. The initial burn effect deals more damage. This is the newest one, Shadow Rift. Let me get me drinking. Shadow Rift. Oh, no, don't hit the stick. My bad. Hit my thumbstick, guys. Alright, we'll get right back down here to Shadow Rift. Shadow Rift, there we go. Shadow Rift. Alright. This unlocks at level 44. This is what we talked about earlier. The bullets deal shadow damage. One of the newest perks. I've never heard of this perk before. I don't think they've ever used it before. But anyway, each bullet has a small chance to spawn a black hole. And of course, drops them down from high speeds. On big game, Shadow Rift can activate on elite enemies. Topple danger. Warp one enemy that deals shadow damage to others. Explosive rain. Enemies that are dropped from portals will explode on contact with the ground. So many choices, guys. Haste. Shadow Rift cooldown is reduced. Targeted dropped enemies will fall on other enemies. Supermassive. The singularity's lethal radius is increased and can kill more enemies. Wow. Alright, now we have the field upgrades and 5 augments. Mastery badges available for this equipment type. Currency to access ammo mod salvage. Field upgrades are selected prior to a match. Within your loadout menu during a match, you can also swap to different field upgrades at any time by using the in-game menu. Note that your cooldown will reset upon switching to a different field upgrade, just like it did in Cold War. We know about that one. We know how that works. So we got Ether Shroud, Frenzy Guard, Dark Flare, Healing Ore, and Energy Mine. Energy Mine is my favorite, of course. Frenzy Guard, along with some of these other things, if you know what I'm saying, that can help benefit you even more. So by using Frenzy Guard and a specific perk with a specific major augment, you know what I'm saying? So there's choices to be made. Not just, okay, I like Frenzy Guard because it draws them towards me. Now you like Frenzy Guard because it draws them towards you, plus it does something else because you have a different perk now that has a augment that helps out. The Ether Shroud, of course, we know, phase into the dark ether, becoming hidden from enemies' detection. Frenzy Guard, repair armor and force all enemies in the area to target you during this time. Kills repair a portion of your armor. Okay, yeah. What? Repairs your armor while you're killing. This still helps repair your armor as well. Yeah, I mean, if most of you that have used Frenzy Guard, I don't like it because I don't want the zombies coming after my ass any damn way. But yeah, for what it does, repairs armor, forces all enemies in the area to target you during this time. Kills repair a portion of your armor. Healing Ore. Summons a beam of energy down on yourself and allows allies, to instantly revive and heal to full health. So it not only heals your teammates, Healing Ore, like it was, if I'm not mistaken, healing only heals your allies. I don't know. But this is a little different, or it's the same. I don't use the Healing Ore. I know, Miss SoCal, you do use it. So when you use the Healing Ore in Modern Warfare 3 or Cold War, yeah, let's say Cold War, does it heal you as well as your allies, your teammates? Energy Mine, of course, my favorite. Create a mine of pure energy that detonates in a rapid succession, dealing lethal electrical damage. Of course, this new one, Dark Flare. You generate a massive energy beam that deals lethal shadow damage. The beam penetrates everything in its path. Everything in its path. Alright, so these are the way they're available to you at launch and through the system. Energy Mine is at launch. Frenzy Guard is at level 9. Dark Flare is at level 20. Healing Aura is at 33. And Ether Shroud is at level 47. But guess what? They got augments. It heals yourself too? Okay, cool. I did not know this, so thank you. Appreciate that. So that's basically the same as it's always been, or it has been in previous. Alright, so Ether Shroud is available at unlocked level 47. So along with the Ether Shroud, with your major and minor augments, I'm not going to say minor and major. You guys know I'm going to start with majors first and then do minors. The group shroud. Nearby players are also cloaked. In other words, if DB has it and we're standing close enough together, then it's going to actually shield me as well. It's going to cloak me as well. If we're all three in this little spot, or four, he's got 4 teammates, 3 himself and 3 others. When he hits that, it's going to shield everybody close to him. Not just going to help benefit him anymore. It's going to be everybody. If you have that group shroud augment, burst dash, warp forward a short distance, killing all enemies in your path. See, this is going to tie into the perks that also have that speed that helps knock down enemies, like PhD Slider. Right? I really hope that don't lock each time. Yes, it is. It's going to be the same way it's always been. It's going to be the same way it always has been. With the prestige level being from 1 to 55, you prestige. It's 1 to 55, you prestige. It's going to be the same way it was back then. Every weapon, every attachment, everything that requires you to be a certain level is what's going to unlock at that level again. That's why so many people never went past 55 back in the day. They went to prestige or level 55 and never prestiged. They stayed at level 55 because everything was unlocked. That's exactly the same thing that's going to happen again. But if they give us more than one unlocked token, it won't be as bad. We'll be able to climb through it a lot quicker. I feel like in the zombies, we're gonna be able to rank up quicker. I don't know this yet, but yes, it's if you have Ether Shroud selected and you prestige, you start all over again. You lose Ether Shroud unless you use your unlock token to unlock that. Damn, I really want to unlock the weapon that I use a lot. You know what I mean? So there's going to be so many different choices in this game. It's going to be almost like a damn job, guys. Think about this. There's so many choices that you're going to have. Did I make the right choice? We'll find out when the next game loads. You know what I mean? So yes, you're going to be affected by that. And might as well go ahead and expect it. That's the reason they're going back to the conventional 1 to 55 prestige, 1 to 55 prestige. And they're going to allow you to have that one unlock token per prestige. I really hope they give you more than one. That's all I can say. Alright, so we just covered the burst dash, the void sheath. Swap to your dedicated melee weapon as it's imbued with dark ether energy. Skills allow you to stay in Ether Shroud for longer. I don't know how much longer. So, there you go. Instant reload activation instantly reloads your currently held weapon. Extra chance increase max charge by 1. Ether Shroud extension, Ether Shroud duration is significantly increased. And then we've got the Dark Flare. Of course, we knew what the Dark Flare was. Generated enemy beam that deals lethal shadow damage and penetrates everything in its path. This is one of the new ones. Of course, they've added to this game. I've never heard of it. Extension significantly increased dark flare duration. Supernova. The beam is replaced with a sphere that damages nearby enemies as it travels. The ball detonates at the end of dark flare's duration. Dark pack. Beam heals and revives other players on contact. Your broad beam significantly increased the size of the beam. Heavy shadow, the beam slows enemies on contact. Extra charge, increased max charge by 1. Frenzy guard. Oh, we still got quite a bit of way to go here. Where we at? Good. We good. Gotta have something to drink though. Alright, so we know what the Frenzy Guard is. It unlocks at level 9. So yeah, you like Frenzy Guard. So that's probably going to be one of the first of many that you permanently unlock. Because I know you like Frenzy Guard. You use it a lot. So your 3 major and minors, your Palanax. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. The P may be silent. There might be an F sound to it here. Teammates can also repair armor from kills while near you. Retribution. Trigger an explosion on activation. Normal enemies that melee the player are damaged and knocked down. Frenzy. Open at what level? 9. Frenzy Guard opens at level 9. Yeah. That's just it. They didn't. Toxic growth is not even here, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out what. Like I said, this. I don't know. I'm gonna have to switch up though, right? I'll probably have to go with the bomb. The shit. I done said it one time. Who did you use token on? Not at level 9. Not really at level 9, I wouldn't think. See, Frenzy fire while frenzied, use ammo from stock. Repair boost, repair more armor per kill. So here's something else. Frenzy Guard is also going to be repairing your armor, along with one of those perks that you've also got equipped. That's repairing armor. Extension. Increase Frenzy Guard duration, rally on activation, repair all nearby teammates, armor to full. This rally, you know, you use it, your teammates benefit as well. The healing ore. Of course, we already know what it does. That unlocks at level 33. Ether Shroud, I might have to use the token on. Yeah, now there's some things. It's going to be a hard choice. I mean, really, think about it. There's going to be so many different things that you're going to want to unlock. I really hope they give us more than one. If they give us one, that's what we get. But I'm really hoping they give us more than one unlocked token. And they may say that somewhere in here before this is all said and done. Sorry about that. Alright, so on the healing ore reliance, all affected players have their health regeneration delay reduced and their rate of healing increased temporarily. Enduring Radiant. The beam and their healing effects persist for a short time after leaving the area of effect. Persistence. Revived players keep all perks on their bleed out bar. Revived players keep all their perks on bleed out bar. So yeah, Ether Shroud, what was it? I don't think I've gotten that one yet, have I? Guard. Back up my phone. Aether Shroud was 47. Yeah, high, very high, 47. Energy Mine's probably what I'll be going to. Alright, so on the last of your healing ore, inner strength, affected players' damage is slightly increased for a short time. Protection, healed players have damage slightly mitigated for a short time. Stoic, presence. On activation, special and elite enemies are stunned while normal enemies are knocked down. And again, the Energy Mine is more than likely the one I'll choose because I like Energy Mine in Cold War or MWIII. Cold War, I like the Toxic, you know. You said it right there. The Toxic Growth is my favorite from Cold War. But in MW3, I tend to go toward the Energy Mine because of what it does. It's gotten me out of many a corner. So on the minor and majors, here we got scattered. The Energy Mine will split into 3 mines that scatter and detonate 1 time each. So instead of it being the boom, 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 I guess it's going to be 3 of them that explode. The Energy Mine will split into 3 mines that scatter and detonate 1 time each. Turret, instead of a mine, deploy a turret that shoots at nearby enemies. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I didn't say that. What the heck? Carousel, 3 energy mines will float around you, detonating when an enemy is nearby. I kind of like that. But it's only, you know, it's a duration thing. It'll quit. I'm sure it won't last for a long period. But the miners down here may allow it to last a little longer. So, frequency boost, increased detonation count and duration of energy mine. Extra chance, increased max charge by 1. Serene, maybe Serene. Energy mine now attracts nearby normal enemies for a short time. And of course, they're just going to show you the pistol, because that's just what they show you. But you're going to have a primary slot. You're going to have a dedicated melee slot. You got your field upgrade. You got a decoy, and you've got your lethal and tacticals, and here's your gobblegum pack. So you have a weapon primary, weapon melee, field upgrade, tactical, and lethal, and your gobblegum. Your primary or secondary, choose the armament you wish to drop into zombies match with. So in other words, you can select whatever weapons that are unlocked at that level. And I'm sure there's going to be an unlocked level for weapons. We know this. If it's going to be a prestige of 1 to 55 like it's been in the past, then you're going to be limited to when this weapon is going to open that you like the best. Hopefully there's going to be some decent weapons to use at start for zombies and not force us to go in with pistols. And then try to find some kind of wall gun or a buy gun or a mystery box. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that would be nice is if you find said weapon in the game, like it is on Modern Warfare 3, if I leave with that gun, if I successfully get out of the game, whatever, there's ways to get out of the game. I'm sure you don't just play and die. There's got to be a way of exfilling or escaping or something to that nature. Then are you going to be able to unlock said weapons by bringing it back? So you're going to have assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, LMGs, marksman rifles, sniper rifles, pistols, and launchers. Your weapon melee slot. Your secondary loadout weapon is a close quarters armament with no range ordnance gunsmith available for this weapon, cosmetic only. Of course, your field upgrades, tactical equipment, lethal equipment, gobble gums. Now, the gobble gums are going to be what you guys in the past have known. Each one is going to be different. Again, there you're going to have more choices, guys, coming up. The weapon details note said the primary and melee weapon you can choose from, along with gunsmith and attachments intel, is covered in the weapons detail blog. Available here. Additional, you can you have an additional space to carry a second non-melee weapon that can be sourced from ground loot, a wall buy, or a mystery box. Of course, you got the mastery badges. And here we go with the levels of your tactical. Concussion is at 0, smoke is 17, stim is 30, decoy is 35, shock charge 42, symbol monkey, I call them cyber monkeys. You guys know what I'm talking about. You gonna drink tonight? Alright, cool. Don't get too drunk. Don't have a hangover tomorrow. The symbol monkeys at 18. The Cashmere, the LT53 Cashmere, is at level 48. That is definitely going to be one of the tacticals that I will probably try to do my best to unlock early. Because I like what it does. We all like what it does. It just, even if it doesn't get all the zombies, it starts pulling them all toward it. That gives you a chance to either get away or kill those zombies. It's your choice. And of course, they're going to give us the breakdown of details. We know what concussion grenades are. We know what all these are. Smoke grenades, stim shots, the decoy, the shock charge. We all know what they are. We've used them in the games in the past. We've had them in the past. Therefore, I'm not going to touch base on what they do. They do the same thing. Your symbol monkey, of course, the same thing. We know what they are. It's going to can access via ground loot or crafting. Attract zombies for short duration. Alright, so here on your lethal side, your frags is 0, sticky grenades at level 9, C4 is 14, thermal grenades 21, impact grenades are 26, Molotovs are 32, blast traps at 41, and the combat axe is at level 53. Now the blast trap is something that I think is going to be new. I've never heard of it. So we know what frag grenades do. Cookable fragmentation grenade, sticky grenades, reliable sticky grenade with time fuse. C4, we know what C4, and then the thermal grenade creates a large fuel air cloud that explodes after a duration. Alright, thermal grenade, I think it was used, well, we've seen them in beta. I think we've seen them in beta. Your impact grenade, of course, precision grenade that explodes on impact. Molotov, we know what. Blast trap. Blast trap, planted explosive devices detonates when enemies come near. Okay, something similar to the previous C4s and proximity mines, bouncing betties, in that nature. Salvage cost to build in game is 350, unlocks at level 41. So that, along with energy mine, a couple other mixtures in the pack, perk wise, may make your game a much better experience. We'll see again. Of course, we know the combat axe. Throw axe kills enemies. One hit. Bounces off surfaces. So I'm assuming it can be re-picked up once you walk over that area. Support equipment, score streaks, armor, self-revive. Here's where we're going to get interesting about the self-revive. Between bouts of hundreds feeling dead during a match, access the crafting table, and you'll be able to spend salvage to construct an impressive array of support equipment. But also accrues occasional drops as ground loot. The following are available to use during the match play. We have the armor plate that unlocks immediately. We have the ARC unlocks at level 5. The LDBR unlocks at level 21. Launches a missile bombardment, in a targeted area for duration. Hailstorm. The name really explains what it does. Control a long-range missile with break and boost capabilities, and secondary missiles. Then we have the sentry turret, Mangler cannon, chopper gunner, mutant injection, and self-revive. Okay, so our sentry turret, we already know what this is: an automated turret that scans for and attacks nearby enemies in a forward-facing cone. Mangler cannon is all the ballistic power of a mangler at your fingertips. Chopper gunner, of course, take control of the we know what chopper gunner does. The mutant injection temporarily transforms you into a mangler with all the bells and whistles. Alright, so self-revive. Now, this is where they get you. Your self-revives. Use when down to revive yourself a maximum of 3 craftable self-revive per match. It doesn't say that you can find them in-game. As some of these others have explained, you can find them in-game. Nope. That I know of, from what they're explaining, 3 self-revives, and that's it. You're done. You lose that third one, you go down, you die. That's the end of this game. You start over. So, when downed, you revive yourself a maximum of 3 craftable self-revives per match. Now we get this Gobblegum. Gobblegums are from Rare, Epic, Legendary, and Ultra. Now the Gobblegums they've been a little confusing to me at one point. They're not as confusing nowadays because I've actually went back and played some of them, like Black Ops 3 that uses Gobblegums. Gobblegums, they work differently, and each one has a different what it does. Alright, so again, these are unlockable. Killjoy, and I'm going to explain what each one of them are. Killjoy stock option, who's keep scoring. Alright, let's start with how much they are. Alright, so Killjoy is at level 5. Stock option is at 8. Who's keeping score is 11. Cash back is 15. Anywhere but here is 21. Exit strategy is 23. Soda fountain 26. Profit sharing is 29. Wall to wall clearance 32. Free fire is 36. On the house is 38. Nowhere but here is 42. Idle eyes is 45. Wonder bar is 51. And hidden power is 54. Unlocked by level. Exactly. So therefore, again, I really think they should give us more than 1 unlocked token. So if you give us 3 unlocked tokens, you're going to have the ability to unlock a weapon. You're going to have the ability to unlock a perk. You're going to have the ability to unlock either a Gobblegum. I just think more than 1 unlocked token per round, per game, or per level 55. So much now is relying on what rank you are to get it. The hidden power, level 54, man. Alright, so each one, I'm gonna go down through here and I'm gonna lay these out as what they are. And try to be as brief and quick as possible. I know this is probably a dragging out stream. That I knew it was going to be a long one because of what I have done seen here. I looked through this. Stock option last 1 minute. That's how long it lasts. Stock option lasts for 1 minute. Ammo is taken from the player's stockpile instead of their weapon's magazine. So if you've got 300 rounds, you're going to be pulling from your, just like the mags of holding. Just like mags of holding. If you guys know what mags of holding is from Modern Warfare 3, just like mags of holding. Killjoy. Spawn an instant kill power up. Anywhere but here. Instantly teleport to a random location. A concussive blast knocks away nearby enemies. Concussive, excuse me. Cashback spawns all max ammo power up. Spawns a max power ammo. Max ammo power up. I'll say it right in a second. Yeah. Cashback spawns a max ammo power up. Temporary gift activates on next time based power up. Power up lasts longer. Shields up lasts 3 minutes. Armor is twice as strong. Arsenal accelerator lasts for 5 minutes. Charge the player's field upgrade faster. And we got the epic gobble gums. Nowhere but here. Instantly teleport to a random downed player. Instantly revive nearby players. Who's keeping score spawns a double points power up. Free fire lasts 60 seconds. Firing weapons consumes no ammo. Does not work with wonder weapons. Does not work with wonder weapons. Soda fountain activates on perk purchase. The next perk purchased gives an additional random perk. Aha. Yeah, so if you've got soda fountain, you purchase a perk, it gives you a random perk. Profit sharing lasts for 2 minutes. A portion of these essence, the essence that you earn, is also received by nearby players and vice versa. Ooh, I like that. The respins the weapon in the mystery box after it has settled to one of equal or higher rarity. Exit strategy activates an exfil. Vote immediately. Reduce zombie spawns during exfil. So there's going to be some sort of an exfil. And I knew this is the reason I didn't want to, last. But anyway, yeah. So there's going to be. I'm ready to get out of this. Or if you know what this could be one of your gobblegum packs. And you set this when you know you're going to do so many rounds and then do an exfil. So the legendary gobblegums are idle eyes, last for 30 seconds. All zombies ignore players and stand idle. Wall power activates a wall buy. The next weapon bought off the wall comes pack-a-punched. Crate power activates on mystery box spin. The next weapon taken from the mystery box comes pack-a-punched. Phoenix up. Revive all teammates, and they keep their perks. On the house, spawns a perk 10 power-up. Wall-to-wall clearance lasts for 30 seconds. Wall buys cost 10 essence. Wow. Immolation, liquidation, spawns a fire sale power-up. Now we're on the ultimate gobblegums. Perkaholic gives the player a Perk-a-Cola to the map. Gives the player all Perk-a-Colas in the map. What? You You guys heard what I just said, right? That one gobble gum gives you all the perks in the map. Alright, near-death experience. Lasts for 3 minutes. Revive or be revived simply by being near other players. Revived players keep all their perks. All perks. Hidden power. Upgrade your currently held weapon to legendary rarity. Woo. Okay, so that explains something that I was wondering about. Weapons, the rarities. White, blue, purple, gold. So there we go. We are going to have weapon rarities. UW. The Wonder Ball. Activates on next mystery box spin. The next weapon from the mystery box will be a wonder weapon. Holy shit. You can guarantee yourself a wonder weapon? Just with a gobble gum? Wow. Wow. Pay to win. Pay to win. I said PDW. P2W. Yeah, I get it. Alright. Raindrop spawns all the core power-ups at once. And I'm not sure what this whimsical gobblegums and Mutination negation. Lasts for 3 minutes. Zombies killed fall straight up. What? This is some of that funny shit they were talking about putting in the game. It lasts for 3 minutes. The zombies killed fall straight up. I'm not sure how that's going to work. We'll see. Indigestion lasts for 3 minutes. Zombies killed experience extreme flatulence. Additional access operators intel and more. Pre-game menu intel. I don't think we're going to jump into this. Now, one of the things that I will talk about that I do know for sure that you will be able to have a camo on your wonder weapon. Yeah, you heard me. You will be able to have a camo for your wonder weapon. Don't know how you're going to be able to get them. Don't know how to, don't know how that part's going to work yet. Somewhere, and I said something about this. We're playing a few rounds of MWIII. We're playing the zombies, and I'm thinking, sure it would be nice if you could actually put the camo on the Scorcher. That way I could put the Halloween themed camo on the Scorcher while I'm playing MWIII. So, yeah, thought it would be nice to be able to use that on your wonder weapons and your Scorchers and shit. Although Scorchers are not in Black Ops 6, I'm just saying, would be a nice twist to be able to use a custom camo on the Scorcher. So, build optimized currency. Don't think we need to cover nothing about this. They build your optimized zombie curling armament here, and then share it as a global weapon build across multiplayer and Call of Duty at Season 1. If you built a weapon in a different mode, multiplayer or Warzone, it will appear here along with all attachments, both functional and cosmetic. You can then easily add it to your loadout. Along with gunsmith loadout augments, any wonder weapons you may have previously unlocked, along with any associated skins, are displayed here. The menu is simply for you to choose the preferred skin for your wonder weapon before obtaining it during a match, thus being able to put a camo on your wonder weapon. Sounds kind of cool. Of course, now you're getting into the operators. Got your barracks, progression and zombie intel access, progression challenge, and I don't remember who it was. Somebody said that they really hoped they didn't have challenges, stuff like that. I still think they're going to have like daily challenges. Each day you're going to have a different set of challenges. Here they talk about challenges being weapon camos, calling cards, mastery badges, and all have substantial number of unlocks to undertake. Learn the techniques to unlock weapon camos, check all your calling card, career, hardened, prestige, and dark ops challenges, and track the mastery badges you're unlocking for every weapon, support, score streak, lethal, tactical, and field upgrade. So there's just so much, guys. Man, I'm telling you, there's so much in this that you're... The primary, secondary, and melee weapons detailed for Black Ops 6 includes new details on the latest innovations across gunsmith and attachment. I'm telling you, there is going to be so much in this game. Alright, so where was that one I was just talking about? The Wonderball. Hidden power. Upgrade your currently held weapon to legendary rarity. Hidden power. Let's go see when it unlocks. Level 54. The highest one. So yeah. This game is going to have so much to try to keep up with, to be able to do. It's just going to be... It might be too much for some of us. I'm not pointing no fingers. It might be a little bit too much for some of us. Not pointing fingers. This is rich, guys. I'm telling you, this is a lot to take in, a lot to try to do. And nowhere does it mention, the prestige here. So I don't know if they'll talk about that later on. How many unlocks we get. We'll see. A lot. There's a lot. And there's one shot this guy's got. What appears to be some sort of a wonder weapon here. Not sure what that is. Might not even be a wonder weapon. It might be something to do with an Easter egg or something, but it looks pretty massive. Like it might do some damage. So we can only hope that it does the damage. Right? Right? Look, guys. Anybody got anything you want to add to this? You want to touch base on any particular items in here and talk about it further? I know there's so much in here that's not self-explanatory. You driving your son to work. Be safe out there, man. Be safe out there, brother. you know what? Okay. Yeah, be safe out there, dude. I know you're probably in your truck, but yeah, be safe, man. I've seen videos where high winds can do pretty excessive damage, so be careful, man. All right, so guys, if nobody has anything you want to touch base on, we're gonna go ahead and call this one a wrap, so to speak. Here, I've definitely enjoyed sitting here and reading out all this stuff, showing what I can possibly show. I mean, there's some things that I don't quite understand about Gobblegums. I understand the perks. I understand the ammo mods. There's so much I understand about all the game. The Gobblegums, I do understand how a lot of those work because of Black Ops 3. Excuse me, with the previous Gobblegums were, introduced. I don't know how long Gobblegums have been around. They've been around for a long time. There's going to be a lot to take in on day one. And I said originally that I was going to try to plan on doing the campaign first and try to do it complete in one stream from beginning to end. I may have to change that to where I know I'm going to have a full day stream the entire campaign. So I may dive into zombies on the first day, guys. And I may switch it up, may play some multiplayer and zombies on day one. And then plan on the campaign on be more like day 3, 2, 3, 4, something like that. But still, I am going to have a dedicated stream of nothing but the campaign. Hopefully, and doing it in one stream. That's where I've got to make sure I've got plenty of time. I know I don't have to go nowhere. I've got my supper plans. I've got stuff. We don't need to go to town. In other words, I've got my day planned where I know I don't have to go anywhere. So I know I'll be able to get possibly a 5 or 6, maybe even a little longer hour stream in. And that's with taking a few breaks in between, because I'm not going to be able to sit in this chair for 6 straight hours and not move. I'm going to have to go to the bathroom. Everybody knows that, Mother Nature calls, you better move or you're going to be, well, you know the deal. So, again, if nobody has any more comments, any questions about what we've talked about today, I do appreciate everybody coming out today. I will see you guys tonight. Tonight is a Twitch night, and I'm not positive how we're going to do this, but I may do some more Cold War Easter eggs. I kind of practiced a little bit last night. I knew I wasn't going to get all the way through that, but I don't know. Mother Nature may come in and say I don't get to do nothing tonight. So with Mother Nature's help, I will see you guys tonight on Twitch. And I do appreciate everybody coming out today. Thank you for the support here. Thank you for the likes here today, guys. If you want to further help the channel out, please check out the membership section. I would definitely appreciate it to help bring new content to the channel. As always, I want to give Poj-Arose a big shout out for always being here every stream, the entire stream. Thank you so much, babe. I appreciate it. Shout out to RABBITDADDY69 and my sister for y'all's support as well. Also want to give a big shout out to PoJ-GiZmO. Thank you for your support, dude. Remember, guys, stay strong, stay positive, and keep your head up. We're all in this together, but ain't none of us promised tomorrow. And the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Take it lightly, take it softly. Stay warm, stay dry, stay cool, whatever the case may be where you're at. Stay safe, please. Peace out, everybody. And I really hope to see you tonight on Twitch.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mine.